Welcome to Aware, the charity for Northern Ireland. If you know the extension you require, press it now. Otherwise, for support services, press 1. For programs and courses, press 2. For fundraising, press 3. For communications, press 4. For all other inquiries, press 5.
Good morning. My name is Howie. I need some training, please.
Sorry.
Yeah, I need some training.
It's quite a bad line. Sorry, I'm struggling to hear you.
I would like to organize some training, please.
Okay, yeah.
I have a patient who's severely antisocial.
Okay.
And so they would give anybody caring for them mental health problems.
Okay.
So the person caring for them needs to be trained how to not become mentally ill.
Right, okay. So would they be, are you sort of thinking the mental health first aid course for them?
Could you speak a little bit slowly because I'm a bit deaf?
That's okay. Are you thinking the mental health first aid program?
Yeah. So for example, if they were accompanying the patient on public transport, and
yeah.
They could develop an incident whereby the people on the train or the bus would gang up against that brain-injured patient and start abusing them. So the carer needs to be able to have the skills to de-escalate the situation.
Okay. Let me double check what would be the best training for them.
They need to have the strength to stand on the side of the brain-injured person and not be coerced by the mob, by the pack, to abuse the patient, which is quite an easy way out. Or they could easily just say, abandon the patient to the violence that's going to happen.
Gosh, okay.
Yeah, so it's very important that they have the skills to de-escalate when the patient, for example, the patient could become completely catatonic, and people might just think, well, they're being obstinate or rude or stubborn. Let me just, and they could just handcuff the patient and drag them across the floor and break their neck. Because that's happened.
Okay.
That's because that's happened in the past.
Gosh, okay. Yeah. So they need to, they need a bit more than maybe the mental health first aid training.
Yeah, they need to be they need to be half security guard and half a political de-escalator.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we could certainly help with, if it's to do with a mental health condition, the training would help with the de-escalation. But as far as, the severity of some of those sort of more physical scenarios, obviously that's not going to help that. But
there was one incident where the person in the wheelchair was on the train taking up 3 spaces, and the sign clearly said this is a space for wheelchair people, and some people came in and said, we want to sit there, we are more people than just one. We could, if we just move you from the wheelchair space in front of the doors, then we can get 3 people to sit down here. Yet it was labelled a wheelchair space. But it's not appropriate to put a brain-injured person in a wheelchair in front of a door that opens and closes all the time with people rushing in and out. And then everybody else on the train was agreeing with the people saying that these people should sit down in the wheelchair space, even though it was labelled as a wheelchair space.
Awful.
What can you do in a situation where people are ganging up against the rules set by the transport company?
Yeah. It should really be them, the transport company, actually intervening there on behalf.
But where is the transport company in a situation like that? They're not there. They're not present.
You know, if there's a conductor or anything?
Nobody. And you write a letter of complaint, they're not going to take that seriously. Well, and what possibly could they do? They would have to relabel the signs, not just to say that's the wheelchair space. They would have to say, yes, this is even if 3 people have to stand up for 1 wheelchair, then they have to do so. But they're not going to change the sign to something like that. They'll just keep it something simple.
Yeah. But then, you know, even still, it should be enough, you know, for people to not sit there.
But then you have
that sign should be enough, but it's not being, you know, implemented or.
But the disabled person is constantly finding themselves being marginalised in life, constantly, you know, pushed from the comfort of a wheelchair space to in front of a drafty, busy door in the middle of winter with the rain and the sleet blowing in.
Yeah. Awful. I'm just going to double check with my colleague Cherry. She might be able to give more information that would be like specific training. Do you mind if I ask her just quickly?
Yes. Go ahead.
What was your first name? Sorry.
Harry.
Harry. Okay. If you don't mind holding, I'll just be a second.
Yes.
Thank you.
Heeft ook niet zoveel voor je. Maar het gekke is, ik hoorde in Rotterdam hadden ze heel veel van die busjes. En toen hebben ze ook eens gekeken. Maar het schijnt dat die bussen hebben zo'n zwaar chassis dat die konden wel bussen. Denk je van niet? Komt het binnen?
Die houdt minimaal je verzendingskosten.
Ja.
Maar als je hard genoeg is,
dan ben je alles kwijt.
Het is zo'n massa met zo'n lift. Die brug wordt op een liftje gemonteerd, zo terug achter de ruit. Nou, dat liftje van plastic, dat gaat nog buiten hoor. Ja, dat stappers komt. Dat ding. En ja. Hij rijdt met een volkswagen natuurlijk. Met transport, zo'n model.
Ja.
Dat grote witte ding. Die kan veel meer hebben dan een auto waar het achterin zit.
Ja, dat weet ik.
Hallo? Ja, ik heb er ook een bedrijf van Zandvoort.
En je Sirius is weer APK.
Ja, hij is weer gebeurd. Koplampen poetsen.
En nou kreeg je wel aantekeningen.
Nee, ze poetsen die koplampen. Dat is een discussiepunt, als die genoeg doorlaat. Ja. De een zegt, nou, ik vind het prima. De ander zegt, nou, ik vind het toch wat minder. Nou, er is geen maat, dus kan het moeilijk mee.
Hallo.
Hallo.
Hello there.
Hello. Is that Harry?
I'm Harry.
Right. Harry, my name is Cherry, and Stephanie, who you were talking to, has put you through to me.
Yes, I'm looking for training.
Training? Yes, training. I think Stephanie was saying training for someone who
Yes.
Okay. Have you considered contacting Disability Action?
Do you not provide training?
They do, yes.
No, I'm asking your organisation.
We organise training. We have courses for members of the public. Our courses would be Living Life to the Full, which is a cognitive behavioural therapy-based course. We have Real Matters, which is a short program on mental health. But if you want it specifically for working for being with someone, training for someone who's looking after someone who in a wheelchair, it might be Disability Action who would be best for you.
Well, the person in the wheelchair has severe behavioural problems.
There was background noise there. I didn't hear what you said, Harry.
The person in the wheelchair has severe behavioural problems.
Just behavioural problems.
Yes, so that's a problem. It's not the fact that they're in a wheelchair, but that they've got behavioural problems.
Right. And what are those behavioural problems?
Pardon?
What are those behavioural problems?
They incite other people to be violent against them.
Right. Does he have another condition such as autism or anything like that?
Yes, they have autism plus a neurological brain injury.
Right. Okay. And you're not getting any support from other organisations such as the CEDAR Foundation or Autism NI?
They can't get help from an autism organisation because they also have an acquired brain injury as well.
Right. So CEDAR Foundation would be an organisation that would be able to help because they would work with people who have a brain injury.
What are they called?
CEDAR. CEDAR.
Let me write that down.
I'm just going to give you the number. I'm just going to Google it now. I think they would be the organisation that would be most helpful to you.
Do they arrange training?
Yes. One moment. CEDAR. The CEDAR Foundation. And their number is...
Yeah.
461
Yeah.
834.
Okay, I've got that.
If you give them a call, I think they would be the best organisation to help you for what you need.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
All the best now. Bye-bye.
And your name?
My name is Cherry.
Thank you, Cherry.
Okay. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.